So one day when you're older and you're, remodeling your house, you might refer back to this question. I don't know. Jana is converting a 12 by 15-foot room in her house to a craft room. You'll do this for your wife one day. Jana will install tile herself, but will have CC Installations build and install the cabinets. The scale shown below displays the location of the cabinets in the craft room, and it says that 0.25 or 1/4 of an inch represents 2 feet. Let's see, cabinets will be installed along one of the 12-foot walls from floor to ceiling, and 4 cabinets that are 3 feet tall will be installed in the middle of the room. These are the only cabinets that will be installed, and each of them will be 2 foot wide and 2 foot deep. CC Installations has given Gianna an estimate of $2,150 for building and installing the cabinets. A 15-foot wall is how many inches along the scale drawing? So they said that right here, 0.25 inches represents 2 feet. That's what they said. So we're just going to take 15, we're going to multiply it by 0.25, and it represents 2 feet. So we'll also have to divide by 2. And that's what we'll do. I'm going to change over to fractions just because that way I can do it in my head. Dividing by 2 would be a half. So 0.25 is a quarter. Dividing by 2 is multiplying by a half. And that would have 15 over 8. And that's got to be this one right here. Because 15 over 8 is really close to 2, isn't it? It is. And yes, that's actually right. So there's that one. Let's see, Gianna will install tile on the portions of the floor that will not be covered by cabinets. What is the area in square feet of the portion of the floor that will not be covered by cabinets? So let's see here. They talk about the stuff in the middle. 4 cabinets that are 3 feet tall will be installed in the middle. I don't care how tall it is. Each of them will be 2 foot wide and 2 foot deep. All right, that's what I care about. So there's 4 cabinets here, and they're 2 feet wide and 2 feet deep. So this little square in the middle that's not going to be tiled, and that's the big thing, it's not tiled, has an area of 4 times 4 of 16 square foot. All right, let's go along this stuff over here. We're going to have cabinets along this wall, and it's 2 by 12, so there's an area here of this rectangle. It's going to be 2 times 12, which is 24 square feet. And again, that is not tiled. Tilde. It seems like I'm spelling it wrong, but I don't know. The total area of the room is a rectangle, right? It's going to be 15 times 12, which is what? 180 square foot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away these 2 things that I know. So I'm going to take away the 24, and I'm going to take away the 16. If I put 24 and 16 together, I'll get 40. And 180 minus 40 is 140 square foot. Choice H. All right, moving forward. CC Installations estimates consist of a $650 charge for labor plus a fixed charge per cabinet. The labor charge and the charge per cabinet remain the same for any number of cabinets built and installed. CC Installations would give Gianna what estimate if the craft room were to have twice as many cabinets as Gianna is planning? So let's see here. How many cabinets are there? It says each cabinet is 2 wide by 2 deep. Okay. So there's 6 cabinets here because 12 divided by 2 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 4 here. So we have 10 cabinets total. There is a fixed labor charge of $650. So I'm going to take her $21.50. We're going to take away $650. And what is that? $1,500? There's $1,500 to build 10 cabinets, which means that each cabinet is $150. Now we want to double the number of cabinets. And by the way, this is fixed. She's paying that $650 plus, all right? So if we double 10 cabinets, we now have 20 at $150 a piece, and that's going to be $3,000. And then we have to add in fixed labor for the fixed fee of $650, and we're sitting at $3,650. Or sorry, $3,650. I said that wrong. That would be a question a lot of people would miss. I would dare say 90% of the population. I would. 90% of the population. 2 out of 3 kids are just going to double 2,150 and be like, oh, that was easy. I'm smart. No, you're not. Let's see, which of the following is the graph of the region 1 less than x plus y less than 2 in a standard xy coordinate plane? Believe it or not, this is an 8th and 9th grade standard. It's not that far up the ladder here of things you're expected to know how to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this original compound inequality, and that's what it's called. It's called a compound inequality. At least that's what I've always heard it called as. And I'm going to solve for y. So I'm going to take away x from the middle. And if I take it away from the middle, I have to take it away from both sides. That's interesting. So I'm going to have one side here that says 1 minus x is less than y. Or I'm going to have another side here that says y is less than 2 minus x. And these are my equations. Now let's rewrite that in mx plus b form. Think about mx plus b. So this says y is greater than, and that is x minus 1, or, and this one's fine, y is less than negative x plus 2. We'll just change the order here. So those are my equations. Now, everything is dashed, which is cool, so we just need to find these equations. This guy has, a y-intercept at 0, negative 1, and this guy has a y-intercept at 0, 2. Those are my y-intercepts. So 0, negative 1, 0, 2, no. I don't have 0, negative 1. I'm looking for that guy right there. No, I don't have 0, negative 1. Yes. Okay, this one is missing 0, 2, isn't it? No. So just understanding a y-intercept made this thing 50-50. The rest of this should just be done by looking at slope. That's supposed to be negative x plus 1, isn't it? Uh-oh. Milbrath made a mistake. Yes, Milbrath did. Let's go back in time a little bit and fix this. All right, so this was negative x plus 1, and we have a y-intercept at 0, 1. Aha. Okay, so I'm looking for a y-intercept at 0, positive 1, right there, and 0, 2. This one has an issue. That one's not it. 0, 1, 0, 2, good. No. So we still made it 50-50. I just did it wrong. Like I said, it ain't perfect. All right, let's talk about our slopes. I notice that both of these slopes are negative. See this guy? They both have slope, which is m, of negative 1. So they're both going to be downhill. This is uphill. Gone. First one. There you go, kids. 36. What is the difference between the mean and the median of this set? This is like a 7th or 8th grade standard. It's middle school. So mean is average. All right, so if we take these numbers together, 3 plus 8 plus 10 plus 15 divided by 4, what do we have here? We have 25 and 11, which makes 36, which is 9. So we have a mean of 9. The median is the number in the middle. And this one would be that. It would be the 2, because we have to take the 2. We have to average. In this case, we average the middle 2. We take 8 plus 10 divided by 2, we get 9. Now, the difference between 9 and 9 is nothing. 38, which of the following describes a true relation between the functions f of x equals x minus 3 quantity squared and g of x equals 1/2 x plus 1 graphed in a standard xy coordinate plane? It's going to be the first one. These two things are equal wherever they intersect. And they intersect 2 times. So it wouldn't be g. H says f of x is less than g of x. That's not true. F of x is above g of x for most of its life. J says f of x is greater than g of x. That's true, except right there. And K says they're inverses. No, they're not. The inverse of this graph would look like that. So that's not true either. It was just choice F. Just looking for a simple idea if kids can understand where 2 things are equal on a graph. They're equal where they intersect. And that does it for the 1-3 homework. You're welcome.